Well, look, I want to say, first of all, I think that respect for Northern Ontario is a critical issue in this election. You know, Doug Ford wants to exploit the North for his own ends, but he isn't really putting back in the investment that Northern communities deserve and need. And I think for New Democrats, you know, we've always had a strong team in Northern Ontario, but that's because we respect and we fight for Northern Ontario. The people that are standing with me, you know, this is in their blood. They come from these places. They represent a lot of the sectors that are important up here. You know, they're working people. And I think that that's why we have been so effective at fighting for Northern Ontario. But there's no question that, you know, Doug Ford takes the North for granted every single day, and I think Northerners are seeing that. I mean, after 7 long years of Doug Ford and the Conservatives, it has never been more clear that he does not respect Northern Ontario and that he's not delivering what Northern Ontario needs. Food prices are up all across, and the cost of everything is up all across Ontario. But in Northern Ontario, just look at how much you're paying for groceries. Look at what you're paying for everyday essentials. Rent is through the roof. The cost of housing through the roof in Northern Ontario. It wasn't very long ago that you could imagine. I mean, Northern Ontario, my goodness, was an affordable place to live, right? People came up here because you could afford to have a good job and buy a home on a working class salary. That is not Northern Ontario today, and we can't, and I know, speaking to many folks across Northern Ontario, one of the big issues is we're losing our young people. We're losing people because there may be jobs, but there's nowhere you can afford to live.